Hello student, this is Suman Sharma from SBM CineD and this is the next video for class 10. In this video, we will study about the electric power. Here, as you can see in the slide, that the definition of electric power is written here. So, the rate of doing work or the rate of consumption of energy is known as power. So according to this definition, we will write the formula of power is equal to work done by time taken means the rate of doing work. So this is the definition of power, and from the formula of this, here work done is written as capital W and time taken is written as T. We know that the SI unit of work done is joule and SI unit of time is second. So, the SI unit of power becomes joule per second. And the another SI unit of power is watt. This is written here, and this is also the SI unit of power, and joule per second is also the SI unit of power. So, we can say that here in this expression, this is the relation between watt, joule and second, because both are the SI unit of power. Now, the bigger unit of electric power is kilowatt, which is used for the commercial purpose. And this is the conversion that 1 kilowatt is equal to 1000 watt. It is very useful while we will solve the numerical. Now, in the next slide, we have to define that what is 1 watt. Here, when an electrical appliance consumes electrical energy at a rate of 1 joule per second, then the power is said to be 1 watt. Here, we know that power is equal to work done by time. When 1 joule of work is done per second, means in 1 second, then the power is said to be 1 watt. So, it is also written here 1 watt is equal to 1 joule by 1 second. Now, we will derive the formula of electric power. Here, we know that power is equal to work done by time. This is equation 1, that is P is equal to work done by time, equation 1. Now, we also know that the formula of potential difference, that is potential difference is equal to work done by charge. So, this is equation 2. Now, we will use these two equations for the derivation. Here, as you can see that from the formula of potential difference, V is equal to W by Q, and from this formula, we will derive the expression for work done. So, work done is equal to potential difference multiplied with charge. So, this is equation number 3. And now, we know that charge is equal to IT. Okay? This is equation 4. Now, put the expression of this charge in equation 3. So, it becomes W is equal to, here, the potential difference is written as V into, and the charge, in place of charge, we will put that IT. So, it becomes IT. So, work done is equal to VIT. And the SI unit of work done is joule. So, it is joule. And now, we have to calculate the power. And we know that power is equal to work done by time. Here, work done is equal to VIT. And in the denominator T. So, it is cancelled out and it becomes VI. So, the expression for power is equal to VI. Here student, we know that this V is the potential difference and I is the current. So, we can say that the electric power is equal to potential difference multiplied with current. And we know that the another name for potential difference is voltage. So, it is also written here that electric power is equal to voltage into current. So these are the two expressions for the electric power. Now in the next slide we will study that power in terms of I and R. So from the formula of power we know that P is equal to VI. This is considered as equation 1. And from the Ohm's law we know the formula that potential difference is equal to IR. This is equation 2. So we have to convert this formula in terms of I and R. So we have to remove this potential difference from here. But how? By using this Ohm's law. So in place of V, we will put this expression and it becomes P is equal to IR and I is already present. So it becomes P is equal to I square R. This is the required formula of power in terms of current and resistance. And we will use this formula to calculate power when only current and resistance are known to us. Now, in the next slide, we will derive the formula of power in terms of potential difference and resistance. Again, we know that P is equal to VI, consider it as equation 1. And from the Ohm's law, that is V is equal to IR, equation 2. Now, we have to convert this formula in terms of potential difference and resistance. Here, the potential difference is already given, but we have to replace this current. But how? By using Ohm's law, that is V is equal to IR, the expression for current is equal to V by R. So we will put this expression of current in equation 1. So it becomes P is equal to VI and P is equal to V multiplied with I, that is V by R here. And P is equal to V square by R. This is the required relation of power in terms of potential difference and resistance. So this formula is used for calculating the power when voltage or potential difference and resistance is known to us. And from this expression, it is clear that the power is inversely proportional to the resistance of the conductor. So students, this is enough for today. I hope all the topics are clear from this video. Thank you so much.